Welcome to the story of Princess Gulnor, the clever princess of Samarkand, a tale of wisdom, bravery, and triumph. Nestled deep within the fertile valley of Central Asia, Samarkand gleamed like a precious gem along the famous Silk Road. Its tall walls, adorned with magnificent mosaics, told stories of great wisdom and ancient civilizations. Known for its scholars, poets, and dreamers, the city was a beacon of knowledge and culture. But among all the legends that emerged from this grand city, none were as captivating as the tale of Princess Gulnor, the clever princess who outwitted empires and saved her kingdom from ruin. Princess Gulnor, daughter of King Jahangir, was not only renowned for her striking beauty, which bloomed like the first blossom of spring, but for her unmatched intellect. From a young age, Gulnor's curiosity about the world knew no bounds. While other children played, she pored over books, asking questions that often perplexed even the wisest scholars of the kingdom. Where others saw obstacles, Gulnor saw puzzles, and her sharp mind became her greatest weapon. She believed that true power lay in knowledge, and it was this power that would one day protect Samarkand from its greatest danger. As time passed, King Jahangir, once a brilliant and strategic ruler, grew weak. His health faltered, and whispers of unrest filled the air within the palace. The once great king, who had once led Samarkand with strength and vision, now leaned heavily on his daughter, Gulnor. His frailty left him vulnerable, and his advisers, unsure of the future, feared what might come next. But while internal turmoil swept through the royal court, a far greater and more dangerous threat loomed outside Samarkand's gates. King Turgan of Bokhara, a ruthless ruler driven by ambition and greed, had long cast an envious eye on Samarkand. He coveted the city's wealth, its fertile lands, and the wisdom of its scholars. When word of King Jahangir's declining health reached Turgan, he saw an opportunity to claim Samarkand for himself. He knew that the city, once renowned for its strength, was now vulnerable, and he wasted no time in seizing the moment. Turgan sent an emissary with a single demand: surrender Samarkand and pay tribute, or face destruction. When the royal court in Samarkand received the emissary's ultimatum, fear spread quickly. Courtiers exchanged uneasy glances, and tension filled the air. The emissary's message was clear. The fate of Samarkand lay in the hands of its king. Yet, amidst the fear and uncertainty, Princess Gulnor remained calm and composed. Rising from her seat beside her father, she addressed the court with a voice that commanded attention. "We will not yield to threats or bow before tyranny," she said, her voice steady and firm. "We are the people of Samarkand, and we stand tall. Let us resolve this matter not with swords, but with wisdom. I propose a contest of wits. If I am defeated, Samarkand will pay tribute. But if I win, King Turgan must swear to leave us in peace." Her proposal shocked the court. To challenge a king, especially one known for his pride and ruthlessness, was unheard of. Yet, Gulnor's confidence in her intellect and her conviction in the power of wisdom silenced any doubts. The court, though skeptical, agreed to her challenge, and the stage was set for a contest that would determine the fate of the city. When Turgan received word of the challenge, he laughed. A contest of wits? Against a mere woman? His arrogance led him to believe that no one, especially not a princess, could outsmart him. With a smirk on his face, Turgon accepted the challenge, confident that victory would be his. The contest took place in the grand square of Samarkand, where crowds gathered to witness the battle of minds. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation as Turgon arrived in a procession fit for a conqueror, surrounded by his entourage and wearing the finest silks. His smug confidence was palpable, but when he saw Princess Gulnor, something changed. There she stood, regal in her own right, dressed in the finest robes, her eyes sharp and focused. It was clear that her beauty was only surpassed by her intellect, and Turgon's arrogance faltered for the first time. The contest began with Turgon posing the first riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? Without hesitation, Gulnor answered, an echo. Turgon, undeterred, continued with the second riddle. What is roots that nobody sees, is taller than trees, up it goes, yet it never grows. Gulnor smiled and replied, a mountain. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Turgon's frustration grew. He could feel the eyes of the city on him, and his pride began to crack. It was Gulnor's turn now, and she posed a riddle that was both simple and profound. I am the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every place. What am I? Turgon furrowed his brow. Minutes passed, but he could not unravel the puzzle. His mind, once sharp, now felt clouded. Finally, after much deliberation, he admitted defeat. I do not know, he said. The letter E. Gulnor answered calmly, and the crowd roared with excitement. But the princess knew that this contest was far from over. While Turgon was preoccupied with the riddles, she had set into motion a plan to ensure that Samarkand would remain safe, no matter the outcome. She had already sent her trusted general, Commander Farhad, on a covert mission to Bokhara to gather intelligence about Turgon's military forces. Gulnor knew that Turgon's arrogance might lead him to break his word, and she was determined to protect Samarkand at all costs. As the contest continued, Gulnor maintained her composure, answering each riddle with grace and precision. Turgon, his confidence shattered, grew desperate. On the final day, Gulnor posed one last riddle. I am not alive, but I can grow. I do not have lungs, but I need air. What am I? Turgon's mind raced as he struggled to find an answer. The minutes stretched into what felt like hours, but no solution came. At last, in a fit of frustration, he threw up his hands and admitted defeat once again. I do not know, he said, his voice tinged with anger. The answer is fire. Gulnor replied calmly, her voice steady. The crowd erupted in celebration, but Gulnor knew that the true battle was yet to come. She had won the contest, and according to the terms of their agreement, Turgon was bound by honor to leave Samarkand in peace. But as he left the city, Gulnor noticed the dark rage behind his forced smile. He would not forget this defeat easily. True to her instincts, Gulnor did not let her guard down. She worked tirelessly to strengthen Samarkand's defenses and prepare for the inevitable retaliation. Thanks to the intelligence gathered by Farhad, She knew that Turgon was amassing a larger army. When the day finally came and Turgon's forces arrived at the gates of Samarkand, they were twice the size anyone had anticipated. The battle that followed was fierce and relentless. Turgon's army surged forward, but Gulnar's forces, well-prepared and strategically positioned, held them at bay. Using the intelligence provided by Farhad, Gulnar executed a series of clever maneuvers, sending hidden troops to strike from behind, trapping Turgon's army in a vice. By nightfall, Turgon's forces had been utterly defeated, and the once proud conqueror was brought before Princess Gulnar. Expecting humiliation or death, Turgon was instead met with mercy. Gulnar, ever wise and compassionate, spoke to him with dignity. "You sought to conquer us through fear and force," she said, "but true strength lies in wisdom and mercy. I will not destroy you, Turgon. I offer you peace." Humbled and broken, Turgon returned to Bokhara, never again to threaten Samarkand. Under Princess Gulnar's reign, Samarkand entered a golden age. Scholars, traders, and intellectuals from across the world came to the city, drawn by its reputation for wisdom and innovation. The story of the clever princess spread far and wide, inspiring countless generations to come. Thus, the tale of Princess Gulnar, Samarkand's clever princess, endures, a testament to the power of intellect, courage, and mercy. In her story, the people of Samarkand learned that the greatest weapon of all is not the sword, but the mind, and that true strength lies not in conquering others, but in conquering oneself. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tales of wisdom, bravery, and inspiring characters.